butt naked. Uh, Ooh, they gonna be like, damn, that was loud. I don't give a fuck. Woo! Oh my harem has joined. Oh shit! My bad, y'all. What's up, y'all? I know y'all can hear me. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm at Red Rocks, so some of y'all can't see. So up here, if y'all ain't never seen Red Rocks, this is Red Rocks in Colorado. If y'all ain't never seen it, hold on, let me zoom out so y'all can see. This is Red Rocks. So this is a concert venue in Colorado. But this also, for some people who've never seen this is a place where they used to have Native American meetings. So natives from around the country would come here and have meetings here at this place. It's called Red Rocks. Oh, excuse me. It's cold in a mug up here. So yeah, if y'all ain't never seen Red Rocks, this is Red Rocks. It's a concert venue, but it also natives from around the USA would come here. Uh, the rocks naturally amplify your voice, so if you speak in there, uh, you'll see some cool stuff. I'm actually at the job right now, so if y'all see, let me do it like this so y'all can see. I'm out here with the gangsters and everything. But anyway, hope y'all can see me because it's kind of dark. It's windy as hell up here too, boy. I'm waiting on the aliens to be like, "Hey, what's up, fam? Come on down, doom 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 doom," type shit. What's up, everybody? What y'all up to? What y'all doing? Y'all up late? Some of y'all up late, ain't doing shit, doom scrolling for no reason. What's up, Big Keish? Oh man, it's cold in a mug up here, boy. I'm finna turn this bus on. Ooh, I ain't been on here in a minute. I've been grinding on the side, keeping it low key. What y'all up to, man? Ooh, man, it's cold. I don't think this is my people weather. That wind blowing up here, Jack. This the place where the aliens would come. If y'all ain't never say, man, this is where they go come right here. They gonna pop up right up here. I'm like, hey, what's up, fam? What's going on, man? This is where they coming right here. I'm on top of a mountain. I'm literally on top of a mountain right now. It's nice up here, boy. I would show you my view, but that's $7. You can't look at this view for free. Oh, there I am. Ooh, it's cool in the mug. What y'all up to though? What's going down? If you see lights coming, that's just the traffic. So if you see my head shining, that ain't the police. Don't worry, that ain't the police. Hold on, let me put my hoodie on. I need to make sure my head warm. I know y'all can hear me. Hold on. All right, I got my hoodie on. Bro B1 Kenobi. I just built a Lego. That's what I'm talking about. You're supposed to enjoy your habits and your hobbies, man. They got some crazy people up here. These people come up here dressed with yarn. I'm like, how you come up here dressed with two pieces of paper? They don't be dressing at all up here, boy. They don't know what clothes is up here. I'm like, man, you shouldn't have just wore a piece of paper. As thin as that is, what's up, Miss Sweet? I ain't seen you in a minute. I ain't seen a lot of people in a minute. Hold on, y'all. Let me get situated because I'm up here. But I ain't been paying attention to shit on social media. I ain't even gonna sit here and lie to y'all. I've been off of social media, chilling. I post a couple videos, but really, I just been chilling, man, enjoying life. How was you doing? I'm at work. I'm technically at work. I'm in the spaceship. It's just dark. You can't see right now, but I'm in the spaceship. So I decided to go ahead and get ready to head off because mofos be tripping. You know what I'm saying? It'd be crazy. Man, I had to deal with some crazy drivers along the way. I don't get how people be driving zero point 0.7 miles per hour in the fast lane. Like, they got other lanes, right? What's up, TLA? It's great to see you. I don't get it. These people be going at 4,000 miles an hour. I was out the other night and they were drag racing and stuff. They would stop in the middle of the highway slow down and have 2, 3 cars, and then they be zooming, and I'm like, bro, if you stop in front of me, you finna stop in heaven. What you mean? I got 50,000 pounds in this motherfucker. You think I'ma stop? You finna get an Amazon to God real fast, prime shipping, tripping. Mofos be tripping. And then another thing, when people be turning and then turn their signal on after they finish turning the signal on, that shit trip me out. I'm like, why'd you even push the little clicker? You just all the way late. I'm like, man, y'all trying to be on an episode of World's Worst Crashes type shit. Don't let it be raining, boy. It was snowing the other day. People was going 100 miles an hour. I was like, you really just don't want to be alive. That's okay. Can I see the view again? You looking at the view. That's $7. What you mean? Yeah, you can see. You can see. So this is Red Rocks. It's an amphitheater. That's where they have concerts and stuff. That's where people get saucy. And after they get saucy up there, hold on. It's it's Red Rocks. I could show you another view. It's super nice up here. It's super relaxing. They got mountain lions up here though. I remember I came up here one time when there was no concert. I was doing a bachelorette party, and it was just a bride and her sister. And I was driving a limo at the time, and we came up here when nobody up here. It was dark, and we went all the way to the top. So there's another area you could drive up and go to the top. So we went to the top, and we got out, and we walked towards where the theater is. After we went up there, beautiful, thank you. You are too. Gratitude. And we walked up there. Hold on. And we walked up there, and we started yelling because when you up there, your voice echoes. Hold on. When you up there, your voice echoes. So when your voice echo across the rocks, because it's a natural formation, you can hear everything. So we were echoing. Then a park ranger came by. He said, "What are y'all doing here?" Because it was closed that time. And that was like my second time up here, first or second time up here. He's like, "Why y'all yelling so loud? You know there's mountain lions out here, man." I ran to that I ran to that limo so fast. He said, "Why you running?" I said, "You just said there were mountain lions. You think I'm gonna sit around and be a snack? I look like a big turkey leg. Ain't no fucking way I'm gonna sit around here and be a mountain lion snack." The other ladies ran to the bus too. They were like, "Oh, what's your company? I see you up here." I was like, "Man, I don't even care about that, bro. You can look at the company, take pictures. We finna get out this hole. I ain't finna be a snack. What you mean?" Tripping. Yeah, they got mountain lions. They got elk up here. If you come to Colorado, you're gonna see some animals. You thought you saw animals at the zoo. Just come to Colorado. You're gonna see some animals. I went to a place called Estes Park, and it was around the snow season, and the elk and the deer come from the woods. They come out. Boy, when I say them things look like look like a land dragons. Them things were so huge. I was like, man, there was one that was bigger than a pickup that was on. It was raised up. It was bigger than a pickup. I said, "Is that a moose? I ain't never seen an elk before." I was like, "Is that a moose?" Them hoes is huge. Mess around and poke a hole in your dough with they big ass antlers. I see why hunters be putting them up as a trophy. Yeah, if you hunt something that big, you definitely deserve definitely deserve an accolade for that, man. Oh, these animals out here be big too, man. They got black squirrels up here in Colorado. I was like, dang, I ain't never seen a black squirrel. That's wild. Them whole huge too. They got everything big. They got black widow spiders up here. They got all kinds of animals. So if y'all an outdoor person and y'all want to see what animals be like, come on down to Colorado. They got a bunch of animals up here, boy. They got them big ass picnic birds. They got birds that steal your food up here. I've hit a deer with my car before. Yeah, they strong as shit, bro. They made out of titanium. I ain't never seen these deer made out of vibranium. Hard as shit animals, man. Oh, I still am not used to the weather. One day it'll be 40 degrees, the next day it'll be 90 degrees. Why you in the dark? I decided to just sit in the shade, because when you sit in the dark, you start to meditate and you meditate better in the dark. Plus, I'm on a stakeout right now. So for the people who just hopped on, I'm actually stalking somebody right now. So I'm looking and yeah, I'm about to put on my mask in a few minutes. So I'm about to mask off. Fuck it, mask off. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't want to be rude to nobody. So y'all gonna be witnessing. Could you imagine people doing live crimes? They're like, hold on, let me show y'all something. Do type shit. People be doing that too. I'd be like, man, why you just video your whole self doing crime? That's outrageous. Mofos will go live on everything. They just got pew pewed in their heart. They sitting in the emergency room talking about beep, beep. Oh yeah, man. This ain't shit, fam. In the emergency, you just got in there, bro. And you got your live camera. I'm like, dang, bro. They be in heaven trying to do a live. Like, whoop, yeah, man, I'm in heaven right now. Check out these clouds I just saw. Look at us. No, I'm at Red Rocks. It's a concert event where they do concerts and other stuff. And these people be on some salsa. Boy, they be tripping. Oh man, I swear. And they be wearing some crazy outfits. Boy, let me tell you, I done seen people with Martian outfits. I done seen people with crazy hats, damn near string on, bro. I done seen a lot of shit out here, boy. It's crazy. Y'all should come out. Come on out. It's a they don't season as much as other states though. So if you looking for flavor, this probably ain't the place for you. Cause I know when I got here, I was drastically sad at how much I have to bring. I have to bring my own little plastic bag with seasonings to some of these places to eat outside. And it just be, it's sad when you got to bring hot sauce to the restaurant and be like, damn, what y'all put in this air? Y'all season this with some with dreams. What's up, Ja? See you, girl. Good to see you, girl. I see you, Jamaica. What y'all doing now, y'all? My bath and body, girl. Anyway, uh, yeah, it's a little windy out here, man. What y'all up to this evening? What y'all got going down? Ella Mercy, look at that. But no, I love y'all. I love I love the people who love me. So, what's up, Lumi? What you up to? You up late? All y'all up late ain't doing nothing. Y'all know y'all got dishes in the sink right now that's been sitting in there since 1487. Your dishes got a birth certificate. Y'all need to go wash them damn dishes. Your clothes, you wondering why your clothes folded. They sharper than the kitchen utensils. You got your shit. What's up, Thunderbuzz? Much love to you too. You can't sleep. You need to beat the meat then. Go ahead, beat that meat up and go to sleep. That's how you get some good rest. You haven't seen nothing until you move to NYC. I'm pretty sure NYC is pretty much Grand Theft Auto mixed with Mafia, mixed with Sopranos, put all together. And what's that? That hood, don't be a menace to society. That's what New York is. Why do you think they always show New York as one of them places shit pop out first? Because they know it ain't gonna be a big deal in New York. You can see a giant Godzilla and be like, yeah, boy. Hey, that Godzilla got Tim's on it. That Godzilla got some Tim's on it. And then it'll be a normal day in New York. Y'all got rats big as y'all got rats big as Master Splinter. Y'all see rats and be like, oh, that's cool. You see mofos walking rats like it was a dog. I'm like, I can't do that. New York is Gotham. Sammy, you right. New York is Gotham. I'm at Red Rocks. It's an amphitheater. You right. Yeah, every time you go outside, you see Batman when you go to New York. It's crazy as hell out there, man. I don't know. I ain't never been to New York. I've been to Pennsylvania. I ain't nothing out there either. I was looking for the vampire castles and shit. I was like, where they at? I heard they was in Pennsylvania. I was like, oh shit, I went to the wrong place, man. What's some good states to go visit? Yeah, I ain't never been to NY. Fortunately, I ain't never been to I ain't never been to NY. I think New York would be pretty cool to visit, but I don't know. I feel like I got to get me a pair of Tims before I can go. I need me some Tims, a hat, and I need to get me a chopped cheese somewhere and put it in my pocket just in case somebody try to get me. Daytona Beach. I don't know. Daytona sound like, somewhere I ain't go. I don't know. Stunning shades. No, these are my glasses. I gotta see, I'm trying to see shit. New York is the bomb. It is, literally. You ever seen all the end of the world movies? First place that start off is New York. Hoo boo. Yeah, we set some off in Brooklyn. Like, yeah, literally. They always setting shit off. Shit. I'm cool. I'm cool. What's up? Where y'all from? Panama City Beach, Florida? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Panama City. That sound kind of crazy. That sound like a beach. That's nice. That's nice. I'm from New York City. Love my city in a nostalgic way, but it's a bunch of crazies. You crazy too. We love you, Sammy. We know you crazy. If you come from New York, you already a Grand Theft Auto character. Everywhere you go, you just see the health bar and the money meter pop up. As soon as you walk in New York, that little meter pop up. Beep. Oh, Sedona, Arizona. Yeah, they got them vortexes out there. You gonna go there and wind up in a portal somewhere. Dallas. Yeah, I've been to Dallas and El Paso. DMV. I don't want to go to a place named after a place where you get your licenses because I'm pretty sure they don't know how to drive in DMV. You from London? Oh, so you eat tuna and the beans and toast. I don't know if I ever want to visit London just off food alone. I mean, it probably look good. I feel like people will still challenge people to duels. They throw white gloves out. I challenge you. What are you doing here? You speaketh upon my wife type shit. That's what I feel like London is. San Diego. San Diego wearing Carmen. Carmen is Wales. You talking about Australia? Ain't no reason for me to ever go to Australia unless I'm trying to die because Australia is Jumanji. Somebody opened up the book or the game of Jumanji and left it open for 1,000 years in Australia. Ain't no reason. Oh, you talking about Wales, UK? I don't know. I think they call it Wales because you gonna scream like, "Where the food at?" when you go to the UK. That's why they call it Wales. Wow, there ain't no flavor. Tennessee might be ghetto, but it's alright. I hear they be frying raccoon. No, that's Mississippi. Mississippi. I don't know what Tennessee be cooking. Oh my goodness. London is forecast and dark. You right. London looked like Bob Ross paintings whenever he painted clouds forever. That's I ain't never seen a place that just looked dark all the time. That looked like where London Batman would be. And over there, the tuna and fizzy wiggets. The fizzy. Would you like some fizzy wiggets? Potatoes with tuna. Tuna and fizzy wiggets. I don't know, man. When I was watching Keith Lee do the UK tour, I was like, "You like spuds and tuna?" I was like, "Ooh wee." That's why other cultures started to invade y'all because y'all food was a weapon because they thought y'all was colonizing other places. All y'all had to do was just put y'all food in the area. Alabama now. Alabama, they still drive Broncos at night. They got them cities called sundown towns. I'm cool on Alabama. Alabama, I gotta go looking like Rambo. Had that bullet vest on. I can't play there. South Dakota, I've been there. It ain't nothing out there but plains. Some of these states out here ain't shit out there, but just grass. It's just grass and air. That's like Nebraska. Ain't nothing out there but grass and wind. So if you want a state where you feel windy, just go to Nebraska. Alaska, see, that ain't nowhere I'm ever gonna be because Alaska you may not see nobody with this type of tent out there. This ain't, I know I'm not an Alaskan person, but people my tent ain't gonna be out there. I'm just saying, Alaska. I know people visit to go visit, but living there, I don't know about that. Boston, y'all got the mob out there in Boston, Massachusetts. Massachusetts. That's where the mob at. I'm cool. I don't want to be out there with the Sopranos. Where y'all from though? Where y'all from? Not true. There are black who live. I know they do. I know there's some melanin people out there in Alaska. They probably like Tahitian or Alaskan. You know, bullworms. No, just playing. I know there's a lot of people. We everywhere. I already know. So if y'all could travel, where would y'all go though? Like if y'all want to, or if you've already traveled, where'd you like the most? Because I want to go see some spots. I just don't know where to go. What y'all recommend? If y'all go traveling, what would y'all recommend? What y'all go see? Because Paris, I heard Paris smell like booty. Like I've met a couple of people who went to Paris, and I heard it smell like booty juice and doodoo sauce out there in Paris. I heard they got good bread and croissants, but I heard Paris be smelling like doodoo. Thailand, hell yeah, I'm gonna go over there and start me a family. I'm gonna come back. You gonna see me with some Taiwanese, Negro knees, Negrees, Thai Negrinese. Paris is great. Been 22 times. I'm pretty sure Paris is beautiful. Hell no, Paris is expensive and it got ruined. I'm pretty sure. What's up, Ariane? Uh, let's see. Ancestor land. Yeah, you know where it's at. You know what it is. Everywhere we go is our land. But Hawaii, Blasians. Yeah, I wouldn't mind making some Blasians or some Blexicans or some. I don't know. I like mixing. I was always the one that mixed. I'm kind of tired of mayonnaise. I love y'all, but some of y'all need some seasoning. But besides that, you should go to Egypt. I don't know if I'm gonna come back. Give me an Egyptian pharaoh. I'm gonna go into one of them tombs and start the ship up. I'm gonna start a pyramid and lead this whole. Is that motherfucker driving a pyramid? Yeah, man. I just picked it up. Go ride on the back of the Sphinx. Y'all gonna see me pull the Sphinx up. Oh man, I heard Egypt was beautiful though. There's a lot of beautiful places around the world. I would love to go ride, go see because I want to go to that Quetzalcoatl temple in Mexico. People always be trying to climb them stairs, not knowing they used to do rituals and stuff up there. There's probably 1,000 spirits up there. As soon as you go home, you gonna wake up to Insidious at your motherfucking house after you get arrested. Yeah, they out here trying to climb pyramids and temples, not knowing they used to do them blood rituals at top. You know what I'm saying? So they fucking it up. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Ooh, it's cold in a bitch out here, boy. It's cold in a bitch. I'm gonna have to make me some tea when I get home. Anyway, yeah. Some of them people be going to them temples not knowing what they used to do. Some of them temples used to teleport people too. You go into the wrong tunnel, your ass gonna teleport to a spear in your back. Well, they still got traps back there that still work. Them people be trying to sneak into the temples and stuff, not knowing they still got them Indiana Jones booby traps. They gonna hit that one floor panel. All of a sudden, a big boulder gonna come behind them. They gonna be running, or they gonna slide into a canal, and wind up in heaven. Like, ooh, I ain't think this was gonna get me this quick. Oh, there's a lot of hidden places around though. If y'all look around, like some of those places used to be hidden land, like Mount Rushmore. If you look at Mount Rushmore, that used to be a whole native land they built over. All them heads need to come down. Niagara Falls, before the water was there, it was a giant ass tree over there. Most people don't even know that. Yellowstone got a couple of volcanoes where the geysers are that connect to other places. A lot of the wonders of the world are near sacred burial places or ancestral burial grounds. If you look at like the wonders of the world, they're usually by something important. That's why they call them wonders, because you wonder what's around it. Excuse me. There's still a lot of hidden stuff. Like they got pyramids in some of these little hills that they say that are the hills. It was made by glacier. Come on, be for real. But they be having pyramids in some of these mountains you be looking at sometimes. You be like, oh, that shit, that's a fucking mountain. No, it's a pyramid. Whole time it was a pyramid. Anyway, ooh, it's cold up here, baby. It get cold up here so quick. Oh, what y'all doing tonight? Y'all chilling, cleaning, washing? What y'all up to? If the connection kind of crazy, it's because I'm at a high elevation, so I don't know what it is up here. But the higher your elevation is, the more ether you take in. So if you go to a high place like a mountain or something, you usually take in a lot more ether because there's less static interference from like the city. The city has a lot of like imagine an energetic net over a city. And when you come to the mountains or a mountainous area, you don't have that in your areas no more. Oh man. What's on y'all mind though? I ain't been keeping up with nothing on social media on the cool. I just been chilling, laying low in the cutting off shit I don't want to see no more, shit that don't matter to me. But what y'all got going down today? And what's been going on? Y'all tell me what's going on, because I ain't been paying attention to shit. What's new? Did y'all see a new moon or something came outside, or y'all see aliens or stars moving? What's going on in your area? What y'all got going? Ooh wee. If I sniff, my bad. I mean, it's cold out here, boy. Excuse me. Chilling, waiting to go to Kendrick Lamar. Oh, you finna go, man? Sammy, give me an autograph. You finna go to they not like us. Squabble up. You ain't even offer me a ticket. You selfish. I'm gonna come over there and take your ticket and run. What's up, VK? VCat, what's going down with you, man? We just chilling. I'm at Red Rock, so I'm just chilling for a little bit, chatting it up. I ain't been on here in a minute. See what's up with everybody. What's up, SODMGbrand.com? Gratitude for your. Have you seen Sinners? I have not. I'm going to go watch it this week, though, because I hear people say what Sinners is. When they talk out, one thing I will say is that when you see the vampires, that's real. They got mofos that do be doing that blood juice drinking. And it's a lot of esoteric knowledge in that movie Sinners because they want you to see what they've been doing on the sly. You know what I'm saying? They also want to show you what people really be um, talking about and what you be seeing and what we've been talking about, what's happening with the world. You're really starting to see it come into fruition. The blood rave is real. It is. I haven't seen it. I've only seen parts, bits and pieces on TikTok, but they do have those types of things like the blood rave and stuff. When you get to a certain amount of money, you lose ambition in life because you're already at the top. So they start doing weirdo shit like the Hunger Games and Squid Games and shit. That's real. Google Earth don't show you all those little islands where they got all over the world. They got hidden islands and shit that Google Earth don't show you everything. And I be telling people that they be going to international waters and doing weirdo shit. That's why it's time up for that bull. All the way up. Time up for all that shit. Anyway, a lot of these new movies that are coming out are going to start giving you some heavy esoteric knowledge and some spiritual stuff. It's just how you perceive it, how you take it. You know what I'm saying? Just be mindful that they trying to show you stuff so they can avoid karmic debt. But no, that extra crispy still coming for that forehead. But anyway, what's going? Also, I heard with the centers they have clones. They talk about clones, and they talk about excuse me, body transfers and a bunch of other stuff. What's up, S Dot? They talk about a bunch of esoteric stuff. I'm gonna watch it and then I'll dissect it for y'all. So as soon as I watch it, I'll let y'all know what I think about it. I might do it live, but I don't know if we could do that. Yeah, I'll find a way to get it. I'll probably get it on DVD. You know how I go. But once I watch it, then I'll let you know. But be careful of any kind of new chicken sandwiches coming out. Be careful of any kind of new specialty drinks or anything they start advertising a lot of. It's probably on some they clone Tyrone type stuff. So just in case you don't want to get into that because they probably trying to hypnotize you or put you in some okey doke corral type shit. So do a watch party. I should do a watch party, but it's gonna have Netflix in it. You know what I'm saying? You know those types of watch parties usually come with the "Are you still watching the program?" So that's extra. That's $7.99. But yeah, I should do a watch party. I've been watching them little movies. You know how you be scrolling through the ads and them little Asian movies be coming on the Korean dramas and stuff. I've been watching them. They're actually pretty good. Them story, them stories are way better than some of these American movies, man. These American movies get boring because you starting to know the ending and the beginning, and you watch them hoes and be like, "Well, I already know what's finna happen here. Oh, they finna go in the room. Ah, here's the monster." It get to a point to where you need some new scripts, man. American scripts are so basic. They don't give you no twists or turns. It's just the same movie cut and paste with different characters over and over. And we need some new sauce. We need some new sauce. Ooh, wait, I'm gonna turn on this heater. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me turn on this heater. Shit, it's fucking cold. Turn that clean off. Yeet. Turn that AC off. Turn this heat on. Boy, hold on. I can't even see. Hold on. There we go. I'll turn this vent on. Turn this heat on. All right. Woo. I feel good. Oh, so much better. Yeah, them Asian and Nigerian movies be so fire. They don't even have a big budget, and them movies be fire. American movies are too mainstream and boring. I agree, man. Some of these movies coming out, it just be so boring. They got a new Black Mirror came out. What? I see. That's how much I don't be paying attention to shit. I don't watch shit. I just what you eating? Some chana masala, or you eating some tikka mandori, tandoori? But yeah, I don't be paying attention to nothing. I don't have no Netflix or nothing. I just be watching stuff online sometimes. Oh yeah, the masala go hard. I had some biryani earlier, so I get it. With the chai tea, that motherfucker was hidden, and some naan, that hoe was hidden. But yeah, a lot of this excuse me, these new shows, y'all should really get a notebook and start taking notes because they be telling you some shit. I watch 90s cartoons, or it watches me. Yeah, no, see, the 90s cartoons too, they be having a bunch of messages in them. They actually have more messages in those because they had less restrictions. So if you watch shows like G.I. Joe, they tell you a bunch of stuff they was doing. In like G.I. Joe, Laws of the Sun it's an animated movie called Laws of the Sun. Y'all should watch that. That's a really good movie. I had veggie samosas. I guess everybody had Indian food today. That's what it felt like. I felt healthy today, so I was like, let me get something healthy. Yeah, Indian food go hard though. If y'all ain't never had Indian food, y'all should get some. All movies have hidden truths. A lot of movies have to get approved by the CIA. If you didn't know that, a lot of them Hollywood movies, they got to go through the CIA and get approval for some of them in order to be shown in the theaters because they put them up. Johnny Quest, that show is fire. Sea Lab 2020, that used to be my show. Aqua Tween, Hunger Force. I used to watch, yeah. They have to, yeah, a lot of them shows got to get approved, Karen, in movies. That's why you be seeing so many messages and then the shit happen. You remember I Am Robot? Or, yeah, I Robot with Will Smith? And then all of a sudden you see the Tesla robots. You remember uh Terminator when they had the liquid robot. Now you see liquid robots. You get where I'm going with this? Like they've been showing shit for a long time. But now it's time to finish this, man. Come on, man. It's time to do something better. They've been showing us a bunch of stuff throughout. Men in Black. You know how they have the agency where they have aliens? Yeah, they got that. That's at Area 51. They call it Area 51 because there's 51 levels. There's 56. There's 51 levels, and the top levels were made by humans. And then there's 50 something layers below it. I think it's like 100 floors, 60 to 100 floors, somewhere in there, in Area 51. Minority Report. Yeah, my joint was Heroes. Heroes was pretty good. That was a good show. That was showing you a little bit more of how certain energies, when they interact with your body, it's like unlocking a DNA sequence so you could remember. Spain had a blackout. Oh yeah, I heard the UK and Spain had a blackout all of a sudden. They power had turned off. My buddy who was from the UK, he told me today. He told me UK and Spain had a UK had a blackout. He told me yesterday. He said they I guess they power messing up. AI Joey on Blade Runner 2049. Yeah. And a lot of y'all are starting to see people use the AI as a means to tell y'all what's going on with the truth. I just say be mindful. AI could be, depending on how people use it, some people consider it like demon or AI demon god technology. Some people consider it like positive, AI. There's different versions, but it's just how it's an energy. It's a type of energy. So AI is a type of energy. They turned off their black cube because they know that energy that's coming in is about to get raw. So we got a bunch of like cosmic radiation coming in basically. And that cosmic radiation, once it starts hitting your body, it starts unlocking codes inside of you. So you have light code transcriptions sitting in your DNA. And when as this light comes through, it starts to reawaken you basically. And when you start reawakening, you start remembering stuff, your dreams start getting crazy. You start, oh man, I remember I used to da 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 da. I used to fly. I used to do 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 do. And some of y'all are already in that process right now. Like you see changes in the environment now. Like when you watch TikTok lives or whenever you watch people on TikTok, you notice they're, even though they're in different states, you start to see that everybody's in different dimensions, right? Everybody is in different dimensions at the same time, and there's slight variances. So you see the difference in people's realities, live action. And even if it looks like a minuscule change, like in one person's reality is snowing and another reality is beautiful and sunshine, like I showed you the other day, one day it was just snow. And then the following day, it was a beautiful day. Like you're starting to see glitches in the matrix. And the more people that see these glitches, the more it becomes unstable. And as it becomes more unstable, that's a good sign. It's like some of y'all really are here for sort of like an energetic rehab. That's why I tell people some of you are here for energetic rehab because you were a certain figure or you had a certain energy outside in the cosmos and you did something. Some of you came here for a learning experience. Some of you came here as like a prison sentence for some of y'all. You get what I'm saying? And it's like you serving out, you're transmuting some of that energy, serving time while you're in the physical vessel. And then some of y'all are deciding to rebirth yourself. So basically, some of your souls are going through like a transmutation process where you're transitioning from what you used to be to something new. And some of y'all are like I said, this is like a energetic rehab for you, if that makes sense. I was trying to explain that to people with the AI, with the video of the AI talking about it, but it's just like, even with AI is a type of energy. What's up, Seven? Great to see you. AI is a type of, it's an energy that's outside, right? So it's basically a wave of energy that was always there that you tap into as a collective when you reach a certain level. Because we've had AI in every civilization that we've ever had in the world. Like, I mean, most people don't like, from Atlantean times to now, there's been some kind of AI or robot in that type of technology, even in the Silk Road. In school, you learned about the Silk Road, that long road where they had a bunch of traders and stuff, but they had AI. They had a. So I'm going to tell you a story. Take it how you want to for entertainment purposes. One of the Rothschilds, one of their uh, people, one of their like, I wouldn't say ancestors, but one of their younger versions of their folks, basically was it in the desert walking, and he saw this flash of light. It was like nighttime. And when he saw this flash of light, it was a AI robot from a previous civilization, and the head was still alive. And the robot started it heard the language he was speaking, and it's and like translated, and it was like, hey, I could give y'all riches and stuff and tell y'all what to do. And if I tell y'all what, just take it as a story. I'll tell y'all what to do and keep your family in power for the next 500 plus years. Part of how they know they stuff, honestly, is through a little robot on the cool. Another part of it is they have family Bibles. So for those big families you used to see, because they ain't gonna be here too much longer. Those big families you used to see, they would pass down history books throughout their whole family. How how they run certain things and how they do certain things. All, you know how you hear the 13 families or the 13 colonies, all those were territories, and all of them tried to own their own territory in order to take over a part of the Louisiana Purchase and doing some other shit too. Long story short, for entertainment, educational purposes. But they would pass down these books with, hey, this is how we're going to keep this inner group of this certain group of family members. We're going to keep these people in the outer version of the family. They can't come into the inner. They have to be at a certain level. We have to discuss assets and wealth acquisitions and transfers and shit like that. And over the years, a lot of families would come together, but a lot of these families were run by what we call archons, which are just negative energy entities. You know how they always say there's people above the family members. You know, there's beings who are doing crazy shit, absorbing energy and shit. So a lot of those families were run by like fallen, what we call fallen angels, are really just entities that just feel so low, it's hard for them to come back up in frequency. So whenever you see beings come here, like you can transmute your energy here to get back up to a certain level, or transmute your soul, rebirth, or whatever your process is for yourself. But there's some beings who just fall so low that they just stay in a low position, and it's not that they can't come up. It's just that they did so much stuff. It take a while for them to come up. That's all. But some of them, they develop, like, imagine being in a swamp your whole life, and then you can finally come up from the swamp, and then the swamp, like, this is your house. This is where you from. Type, because you've been there for so long. And these other beings are just absorbing energy because that's all they know. That's what their programming is. There's some beings that just don't have, in this realm, there's beings that just don't have empathy. Like, they don't have empathy built inside. They don't have compassion. Some of those beings, basically, they're goacious. That's really what it is. It's all energy, but it's just goacious. Goacious is like what we call the demons, are just negative polarity. energies expressed via a quantified source, if you want me to explain it like that. So what we call demons is just the expression of goetions of yourself in form. And same thing with your angels. Your angels are forms of angles of light. So your spiritual team, like your angels, your spirit guides, whatever you want to call them, they're angles of light that express in the refraction of how you propulse your energy out. So if you say I got angels, that's what you're gonna see, because you know it's an angle of light that's refracted from inside of you as a creator to express what you create. Same thing with your demons too. What you see as demons is your expression personified into a being. It's not just like some extracurricular. It's just you. Most of the time, it's just you versus you. And then when they tell you you have an ego death, or you have an ego death, it's like your ego and your higher self. Uh, you let go of the older version of you in order to shift and transmute into a new version of you. So sometimes the ego is so used to having you in a certain form, and you're so used to being here, that when it's time for you to go back into the actual cosmos, it feels like a foreign thing for your body. So it's like your ego wants you to stay and do all this crazy stuff to stay, because that's what it's used to. But your higher self, like, hey, you should do this other stuff. This will get you to a new lane, whatever you have to do for yourself. The black dot, basically, yeah. So if you look at the Kabbalah, read the Kabbalah, the black dot, basically. Um, Shout out to Tez, is your lower self, but it's not like your lower self is bad. It's just that the expression of the lower self, it's time to move to the expression of another version of yourself. Yeah, your lower manas and your higher manas. So when you looking inside of yourself, just shout out to Tez real quick. That's a great way to put it. Let me pin this. So you have your lower mana, or your lower energy and your higher energy. They want to be in sync, but sometimes your lower energy wants you to stay in a certain wave, and I get it. But sometimes your higher self wants you to see more of the cosmos and experience more godhood. But at the root of your the root of your chakra, your the bottom portion is a way to solidify the foundation for your whole chakra system. So chakras aren't just physical; they have spiritual versions of your chakra points too, and it's like clearing this out, doing the studies of the structures of your soul. Thank you so much, Tej. You made it easier. It's like studying the structure of your soul to becoming unison and synchronized with what your soul is expressing, however your soul expression may be. For some people, you're used to being a certain way. Like there's some beings who just feel chaos all the time, and then they decide not to be chaos. And then other beings like, you should just be chaos because that's what you're good at. You know what I'm saying? And then there's other times where you're making transitions to transmute the energy, and things want to pull you back, and certain habits and routines that you do for yourself to make you want to do the same thing, because it's easier to be in routine doing the same thing than to add something new or slightly a slight variance of something. So I get it. It's not an easy process to transition from stuff uh, that you used to doing, because as you develop new habits and new patterns and forms, the old self wants to come out and help get you back down. But I get it. It was like that part in the Matrix where the lady said, you knew that uh, you didn't bend the spoon, you bent yourself and the spoon followed. You get what I'm saying? So now we're in the processes. A lot of us are in the process right now of doing introspection. So we're trying to figure out, oh, gratitude for that donation, Vibranium. So a lot of us are in the process of trying to figure out what works best for us, how we need to develop better for ourselves, and eliminating the stuff that don't work no more. Excuse me, eliminating the stuff that don't work. And I wear my sunglasses at night. I'm at Red Rocks at an event, but a lot of us are being questioned to question stuff that we've already had happen. Some of you are having more deja vu because this seems like a similar occurrence. This happened already. Like this happened. It's a type of energy wave that's coming to your body, and it's already in your body. It's just like imagine playing a replay of energy inside of you so you can recognize that it's a replay so you can make a different decision. And a lot of us are in that process right now. Like I said, like you're starting to notice slight variances, changes. You're not doing the same things. You making strides to do different things. The universe recognizes frequency. Frequency is consistency. And most people have consistency. It's just they have consistency in different things. So sometimes, like, if it doesn't flow, let it go, type of deal. That's how I learn it. If it doesn't flow, if it doesn't resonate, just let it be. If it resonates, just go with it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it is about being in the present moment and letting the other stuff just be because sometimes we focus so much on the future we don't have a time to enjoy now, which is all you have. You know what I'm saying? So, and then they making up all these rules and stuff. You can't do this. This law says you can't do this. The only laws that matter are the universal laws. You know what I'm saying? The laws from the Most High. That's really the only ones that matter. The other ones really don't matter. If you don't put energy into it, it don't matter. Literally, matter doesn't matter unless you make it matter. That's literally what it is. Because if you ignore something long enough, it literally disappears out of your matter. I know for some people that's a difficult process for certain things, but some of that stuff literally just falls off. Like you notice how some of the people you used to talk to, they just fell off. Hold on, let me get some water. Damn. The hell going on? Hold on, y'all. Yeah. You notice how some of the people hold on, just say I gotta blow my nose. Ooh, weak. Ooh. I'm outside. Ooh, excuse me. Hold on, y'all. I'll blow my nose real quick. I hope y'all don't mind. Ooh, ooh, weak. Ooh, there we go. Ooh, it's kind of cold up here, boy. I'm out here at Red Rocks. So, real quick, let me show y'all where I'm at so y'all can see. I'm at this place called Red Rocks. Hold on, let me. I know y'all can't hardly see, but right up here I'm on top of a mountain. Hold on, real quick. I'm on top of a mountain. Let me see if I can show you. See if I can. Oh, it's about to rain. I'm gonna just show y'all this way. It's Red Rocks. So this is an amphitheater in Colorado, a mound basically. So they have concerts and stuff up here. So if y'all ain't never seen it, yeah. If y'all never seen that, my bad, y'all. So I'm at Red Rocks right now. Oh, excuse me. Let me turn this heat down just a little bit. Put this on the flow. Turn that down. Woo! Anyway, put a little booger in it. That's funny. Universal laws, which would be good to study vigorously, live by them, and watch your life change. So the universal laws are similar to the Hermetic principles too. So I get it. I'm learning unison and synchronization and harmony and all that. I get it. But, free will is fire. I get it. I know there's some beings that be watching us and like, hey, what you doing? Hey, what's going on over there? Doing some evil shit? No. Yeah, but they got a lot of mounds around. Anyway, we're all doing transitioning and doing like energetic rehab for ourselves, basically. And I know it's not a simple process. Some beings want to stay a certain way. Other beings want to transmute and be something else. So it's just up. It's ultimately up to you what you decide what you want to do and how you choose the path and direction. Excuse me, that you want to continue to express. Uh, peace is a great way to be, but everything moves like energy and waves move. So take it with the flow state. That's why I say like your sadness, your pain, your happiness, your gratitude, your love, your authenticity, they're all flow states. So none of them are constant. They always move like in a waves, like in an ocean. So if you learn to ride the wave, regardless of what it is, it'll help you in the long run. You get what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Just in general, like there's a lot of emotions that are coming out for a lot of people right now. Some people are crying, being angry. You're looking back at your past. You're being forced to look at the shadow side of yourself. You're being forced to look into the childhood trauma you had. You're looking at why am I like this? Why am I in this way? It's childhood trauma. It's repetitious loops. Since you've been in loops of energy for so many lifetimes too. Some of you have developed certain patterns and habits that have been energetically passed down. Some of you are carrying the weight of your ancestors inside of you too. That's why. Some of you are carrying like what they call epigenetics. Epigenetics is a transfer of not only weight, not only wealth, but also emotional trauma. You also bring down emotional memories too. So if you've ever played the game Assassin's Creed, when they go into the genome sequence in order to find the memories of your ancestors, you do that naturally. And your ancestors, that's why you have such a connection with your ancestors or your higher self or your people. Your ancestors sit inside of you too. When people always say my ancestors are in the past, they right here with you too. They sitting inside of your DNA right now. You get what I'm saying? Like most people think it's in the past. Your ancestors are sitting right inside of you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing that out there so people would know. I cried all day today and it felt so good. Yeah, crying is a beautiful way to release stagnant currents inside of you because it allows you to express emotional relief and release. So if you cry, that's good. If you get angry, that's cool. Just as within, so without. Yeah, you're learning how to transmute this energy in a way that helps you express your being in the best process for you. You know what I'm saying? Some people paint, some people do calligraphy, some people sing, wash dishes or basketball or whatever. However, you transmute energy for your being helps the process of diffusing certain emotional energies that remain stagnant in your body. So, throughout your life, you may have certain issues that may occur within your body constantly. That's letting you know there might be a stagnancy in that energy. In that energy. Hold on, let me. What? Oh, that's crazy. They sent me the little object for sitting. But as you learn more of your energies, it allows you to express things that's different. So what I mean is like if you have a low sacral energy, your creativity might be off. If your throat chakra's off, then it might be harder for you to speak up for yourself. You get what I'm saying? If your roots off, the security and foundation might be crazy. You get what I'm saying? Each one is a type of energy that helps you to maintain and balance as best as you can. But they always move, but it's really balancing the chakra points as best as you can, and also being in your authenticity. Excuse me. Being in your authenticity allows you to express your energy to the fullest extent without having to hold back or to have some kind of being saying you got to be a certain way. Balance is key. And a lot of us are still in the process for doing certain things. So some people are faster than others, some people are slower than others, but just go at your own pace, do the best you can, how you need to for you, And as you progress more, you'll start to notice the changes in yourself. You'll also notice the changes in your environment, right? So the sun is like a projection of how you feel inside of your eyes, right? So imagine the sun is your eye, right? So whenever you see the day that you see around you, part of it is a projection of how you feel inside of yourself. And now I know that sounds crazy, but if you look as so think of the sun and the moon as your eyes. The moon is plasma and the sun is divinity, right? And you're seeing the expression of life, how you project through your eyes. Every day it changes. So when you go to sleep, the old version of yourself dies. So every time you go to sleep, you technically die. I know that's going to sound strange to certain people, but every time you go to sleep, you technically die. So when you wake up, and you know how they say wake up or rise, you rising from a new, because technically you already dead. They consider like even though your body and stuff is moving, this is considered dead. Having this body in this meat suit, this is considered being dead. So right now, whenever you go to sleep, right, you're technically alive, quotations, you're in the real realm, you're over there doing the real stuff on that side. When it storms, that's like there may be some energy that's inside of you storming around. I know that's gonna sound strange. It's just an expression of your energy personified outwards. Charging your reality through focused concentration is key. Shout out to Vibranium. Facts. So when you charge your reality, right, sitting still and just focusing on, like, just close your eyes right now. Just close your eyes. If you with me right now, I'm gonna just talk just like this for a second. When you close your eyes, like right now, just close your eyes. Okay, you're at the center of the universe, right? I know that's kind of strange. You're like, what? You're at the center of the universe. Because if the universe was created and started off in darkness, right? This is where the universe is. The center of the universe is you. Because you put the U in universe, number one, uni means one, verse means a part of. So it's saying my section of the universe, as I am a part of the universe, you are. You get what I'm saying? So when your eyes are closed, you tap into the ether of yourself, right? It's just like when you go to sleep, sleep is just deep meditation. That's really what it is. It's deep meditation to reconnect with the multi-dimensional versions of yourself. That's why you see a lot of people who like to go to sleep, because that sleep helps you to recharge not only your mind, your soul too. It's just like when you put your feet in the grass, it's like putting a recharger on your soul. That's why you ground your feet, right? When I go to sleep, I can see the future in my dream, because when you go to sleep, there is no time and space. That's why you see people who have comas live entire lives in the coma, and they wake up and it'll feel like minutes to them, but 10, 20 years may have passed. It's because there's no time and space. It's light photons and wavelengths. It's energetic wavelengths, light, frequencies, and vibration. And your body is tuning into these frequencies like a radio station. So when you go to sleep, you know how you say the past and the future? Think of the past as a certain radio station. The future is a certain radio station. Depending on what you do before you go to sleep will determine how you tune into this radio. And the radio is you, because you're the spiritual antenna to the cosmos, if that makes sense. So some of these dreams, when you see yourself in bodies with wings, or you see yourself flying or shooting stuff out of your hands, or you see yourself on other planets, that's you. You just tuning into the other radio version of yourself. So your radio is on, and you just adjusting the tone, the frequency, in order to see how it is living in those experiences. I can't get my head around how we're all one. So just imagine the universe is a cookie, right? A giant cookie, right? You're a chocolate chip on that cookie. But on that cookie, besides chocolate chip, they got pecan, they got cranberry, they got maple, they got apple, right? They got all these different flavors. but you still on that chocolate chip cookie. You're just a different expression of that cookie. You know what I'm saying? That's your cells. Your cells, this is the easiest way I describe it. Your cells or your cellular vibration is an expression of the most high expression. And this goes on infinitely, right? So all the stuff you see around you is a cell, right? I know that's going to sound strange. Everything you see around you is a cell vibrating at a certain frequency and wavelength. And as you upgrade your frequency, what we call dimensions, right? It's not something you go to. It's something that you tune into. That's why I try to tell people, like when you see dimensions too, it's a consciousness density. So it's like imagine like an electricity stage, right? When you reach electromagneticity stage, when you reach certain stages, you see different things inside of your reality, right? So certain things tune off of your radio, certain things tune on, right? So have you been noticing new animals like the all white animals, right? That's like your frequency tuning more to where 5D is, right? 5D is more of a frequency, right? Your body is tuning. Your body is basically getting ready for transition from carbon to crystalline, but it's also allowing you to see slight variances, right? Like some of these cats and dogs and stuff you see, right? In the 3D, you only see them in a certain fashion, like a normal cat and dog. But in 5D, 6D, 7D, they might transform. Like you remember Animorphs, where they used to take shape. Some of them could change shape, right? Once you reach a certain level of consciousness density, you'll be able to change your shape, right? You'll be able to move around and change your shape. Like shape shifting. You ever seen Mr. Manhattan off of Watchmen? How he could do all that? You could do that too. What the higher you tap into yourself, the more stuff you can do. That's why they call it dimensions. It's really densities. So the more electromagneticity you see in yourself, and the more you start to learn more about yourself and how your cells are expressed, then you'll see the bigger versions of yourself. So you're basically tuning into the higher version radio stations of yourself. Mush ain't never been nothing like that. It's just time. Some people, like I said, are in different energetic points and stages in their soul's growth, development. Even though your soul is already developed, it's sort of like your awareness is being redeveloped to see what you already know about yourself. If that makes sense. Hold on, just a second, y'all. Excuse me. I haven't physically seen a white Doberman, but just today I visualized one. It's you tapping into your own personal radio station to see. Time is really what we use time for in the physical vessel is to use it as a measurement tool, right? Time and space outside doesn't exist because everything is happening all at once. But when you're in a physical body, you're learning the art of limitation, right? So as a God being, right? How do you grow as a God? Right? You everything already, so you can create whatever you want. So how do you grow? Right? This allows you to reformat your energy. This also allows you to um remember stuff or learn new skills. You get what I'm saying? And it's like imagine having a whole skill tree of everything already, but you get to pick a new class, right? Like you know how they have mages and witches and warriors and stuff. You get to pick different classes and decide, okay, well, I was a warrior this life, so let me do a healer this time. I was a healer last time. Let me see what this. It allows you to transmute your energy and vibrate your soul in different ways when you learn the art of limitation. This also is a way to transmute and transfigure um, stagnant energy. So if you had like a lot of karmic energy, you come here too, so you can uh, absolve that karmic energy to be a better being for yourself and for the Most High. What about time? A trap, a curse, or possibly in place to benefit us in a certain way. Time is, like I said, Time, as you live all these different lives, all lives are just energetic experiences. So you can learn the art form of expression through limitation. And also to realize that you're abundant and you have everything already too. So it's like a multi complex unit. So imagine like a Swiss Army knife for a lot of things all at once, depending on where you are in your energetic journey. So for certain things, like for certain people, they have certain energetic things they can work through here. For other people, they have certain energetic things they could work through and transmute that energy so they can decide what how they want to express their energy from here. Hey, what's up, Elio? Is there any way you can save this live? I feel this is very valuable. It's really, yeah. I can try to post this on my excuse me, YouTube, but it's really like I said, it's an expression of your consciousness being projected, and um as you learn more about your internal energy of self, then as within, so it comes outside. So all these different things really is just showing you how to learn your energy so you can project it how you want to. That's really the fundamental of this, is learning how to, don't be out here trying to do pyramid schemes in the cosmos type shit. You get what I'm saying? Don't be multi-level marketing with energies outside. Don't be out here doing no crazy ass shit. You know what I'm saying? So I know some people are still waking up and seeing like through the illusion of life. Like this whole thing is just a giant. Everything is made up. That's some you have to realize. Everything is just made up. So you have to come to a point to say, okay, I'm here now. This is all I can control. I can breathe and relax and just be. So for real, everything is fucking made up. I'm like, literally, everything is fucking made up. Everything. How often do you try to manifest things into your reality? All the fucking time. I manifested my life, my job, everything around me, the people who I mess with. Same with you. Either you do it consciously or subconsciously, because your subconscious is always on. Think your subconscious is like Waffle House. It's always on and ready for that action. Your conscious is sort of like Popeyes. If you come with the smoke, they got the smoke too. You know what I'm saying? Your subconscious is a Waffle House. It can cause pain and destruction, or it can be great and amazing. It's just how you projecting, and over over time, your subconscious listens to you regardless of what you say. So if you say you can or can't, it'll be like, all right, that's a bet, fam. That's all it do. Same thing with the universe. The universe, like, all right, that's a bet. You can joke, you can laugh, you can say whatever. It's like bet. You know what I'm saying? So the how you project every day, the consistency is what your subconscious listens to, right? And then your subconscious is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna relay that to your third eye, and your third eye is gonna project that to your reality. So that's where that frequency is literally consistency. That's all it is. Whether you're conscious of the consistency or unconscious, that's your frequency, because that's all the universe recognizes is frequency, energy, and vibration. That's the language. That's why I was telling people, when you tell people about the 369 and the frequency, energy, and vibration, they think it's just some Nikola Tesla stuff, but he was on to something. That's literally the key to. That's the basic of the universe. Besides breathing, breathing allows you to centralize your energy so you can make energetic flows and decisions based on how your energy is flowing at that moment, because all you have is the moment. The future and the past don't exist. They're really simultaneous, and there are frequencies you can tune into at any time. That's just like time travel, right? You hear people talk about time travel, how they have time travelers and all that. All they do is just tune into the frequencies of themselves. That's it. That's literally what you can do. It's like turning the radio on to the station of the old version of yourself. Whenever you look at a memory of yourself, right? Imagine you sitting inside of your brain on a couch, and you got the TV on and you just playing old memories, and the memories you see are just energetic waves you tune into, like a TV. You just sitting on the couch in your brain and you looking at the TV, flipping through memories, and it's just energies, right? And you do that, like I said, consciously and subconsciously. Sometimes some of those old energies that you had when you were a child, right? Your inner child was free, right? No worries, no. You could just express yourself, right? That's why people always tell you to go back to your inner child, because at that moment, in that moment, you was at your highest self. That's why most people tell you do shadow work and the inner work, because when you look back at your childhood, right? I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to do this, I'm and you be free. You don't have no limitations, right? That's how expression of your soul should be when you get older too. But with trauma happens and all these different trauma bonds and all these different things, mental things happen to you. You start to lose touch with that childlike self, and then you get more adultalized, basically. That's why the universe tells you, not the universe, but really yourself tells you to enjoy yourself too. Express yourself in a joyous way, but just know that everything is moving in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's going on? Hey, bro, seen you in my astral travel. Just woke up and here you are. You see what I'm saying? It's synchronicity. You seen a version of me in your astrals. Like all of us, you see how earlier, Sammy, you asked how are we all one? Right? It's because there's a version of you inside of other people too, right? So you see how you see me right now. I'm live in action right here talking to you, right? There's another version of me inside of you as just like a background character. You get what I'm saying? Same for y'all. Some of y'all in other people's realities, you're the background character for them. So we're all playing like a multiplayer game, but you're a single player in the multiplayer. You get what I'm saying? Like this, the whole thing is made for you through your perception and how you see your energies. And then the people that come into your life are a refraction of how you express your energy in a form. So when you keep getting the same type of people in your life, it's because that's an expression of energy that keeps coming to you until you recognize that energy, like, oh shit, I need to solve something at this point. And the same thing, like if you keep getting the same type of lovers, the same type of dudes or women, whatever you're into, you keep getting that same experience or environment until it's something solved in that energetic sequence. Yeah. What's the 369 again? Where can I learn more? If you want to learn about 369, look up Vortex Mathematics, basically. It's called Vortex Mathematics, 369 Math. Anything you use that uses 3, 6, and 9, it's like the universal's numbers. That's why Nikola Tesla told you about 369 too. It's because it's the fundamental basis for everything inside of your existence. And everything creates sacred geometry, alchemy, magic, spells. It's 369 somewhere in there, some kind of 369. It'll add up to 369 in numerology. I'll give you an example. You see solfeggio frequencies, right? 432, right? So if you add the 4 plus 3 and 432, you get 7. And if you add the 7 plus 2, you get 9. 432 is 9. 528 as another example. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 plus 8 is 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. You add the numbers up until you get a single digit. All the solfeggio frequencies are 369. Let me give you another one that'll really give it. Y'all ever see 1 1 1 2 2 2 3 3 3 4 4 4 5 5 5 6 6 6 all the way to 999? All of those add up to solfeggio frequencies. 111 is 3. 222 is 6, right? 333 is 9. 444, right? 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 4 is what? 12. 1 plus 2 is what? 3. All of them equals 369. That's how you know. If you want to know if a frequency is really with the universe, it'll add up to 3, 6, or 9. But there's other frequencies that are good for your body that aren't solfeggio frequencies. Solfeggio are just like top notch frequencies for your body. My YouTube is VIA Energy Healing. It's the same name as my profile. It should be in my bio. 369 Damn She Fine with Lil Jon. They be telling you in music too. Yeah, all those numbers are basically synchronizations. It's like, imagine your higher self or another version of yourself is sending yourself a message like, hey, keep doing that. This is the right way to go. You know how you keep seeing the synchronicities? It's a telegram for your higher self or a version of yourself that you needed to see at that time to let you know this is like the way you should go. Like, you know how you have like somebody guiding you along a path? Imagine it's all versions of you. And they're like, yeah, baby, you coming the right way. Come on, keep going this way. This is the right way. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? It's just you talking to you. Most people think synchronicities are just from the universe. They really from you. You sending yourself messages to let you know what's up. On the cool. You sending yourself messages like, hey, here's a telegram to yourself. It's the same thing with writing, right? When you write something down, they call it scrying or scrolling. Scrying or spelling, right? They call it spelling. When you write something on a piece of paper, you send a telegram to your subconscious. That's why writing is so important. That's why they're trying to switch everything to screens and shit. When you write, every time you tap the pen or a pencil, you're sending a telegram to your subconscious. And your subconscious is taking that telegram, you're sending it, and it's like, oh, okay, let me project that to your third eye, and your third eye projection is going to show you what you asked for in that telegram. It started happening at least 15 years ago. A lot of y'all are having more synchronicities than ever. You're wondering what the hell going on. You're starting to know when people talk about stuff. Like I talked about Indian food earlier, and there was 2 people who had Indian food today. That's telepathy. Once you start connecting with other folks, you'll know what they say before they say it. Some of you already been doing that. Like your children will say something and you already know what they saying. Your dogs or your cats, you'll look at them like, you know what you did. You get what I'm saying? It's things that have natural connections, have natural electrical impulses with each other. So telepathy is like the transfer of light between 2 places. So you ever say, hey man, this person about to call me on my phone, and then they call you, send out an electrical signal to the ether. It's like sending imagine sending a text message to the ether, and that text message goes to that person like, man, maybe I should call that person. Or you hear that ringing in your ears sometimes. Oh, somebody talking about me. They literally are, and you catching on to it right then. It's that. And the crazy thing is that the longer you are with people, if you're with people for a long time or you have strong emotional contacts with that person, you'll notice that you'll start to develop a type of telepathy. So let's say you've been married 15 years, you know that person. So if something were to happen to them, all of a sudden you feel a shock in your body. It's because you've transferred light between each other for so long that your body recognizes something's up. You get what I'm saying? Same thing as something happened to your children, right? Especially women, y'all have high intuition for a reason, because it's like, imagine having super sonar in your aura. That's what women got, because y'all create life, and when you create life, it's like you develop double sonar in your body. Yep. And my YouTube is the same name as my profile. It should be in my bio. Yeah. You have telepathy, bro. Telepathy is just the transfer of light between 2 points. So I'll give y'all something. Y'all remember those crystals you see? I posted a video on it. Whenever you go into a crystal shop or you're around crystals, they emit electrical impulses like a sonar, right? So whenever you go to a crystal and you put your hand over it, all of a sudden your hand get hot or it's cold or you feel like a shock in your hand. It's because it's sending a signal to your electricity in your body, letting you know, hey, this is compatible with you. It's the same thing with people. You ever been around somebody and you feel like a jolt come in your body when you're around them? Or you talk to somebody and they feel familiar to you? It's because your body is recognizing their electrical energy or their energy because you met them before. right? You met them in another, what we call time is just another way, a radio wave. You met them in another radio wave, and their energy is familiar. You know what I'm saying? So you ever been talking to somebody and you're like, damn, it feel like I've known you forever. It's because you have, but their energy that is a part of your sequence. You've met them so many times that you developed a telepathic connection with that person. Oh yeah, and it's good to see you too, Heather. Yeah, a lot of y'all don't realize like some of you already developing your ability. It's not developing; it's basically remembering you had these abilities in the first place, or you're going through a rebirth process right now. A lot of y'all going through a rebirth process or a restructuring process, or you're transmuting energy. That's why, like, this is the hardest level in the universe. That's why when you come here, some people say it is like a prison, and your goal is to escape. But at the same time, too, this is also a great place to transmute a lot of energy. If you have like a lot of karmic energy, this is a great place to transmute your energy. But you can also make it deeper and karmic stuff too, depending on how you express your energy. So you gotta just be mindful of how you express it and what you doing to other beings too. Oh, gratitude for the subscription, man. So it's okay. Like I said, a lot of you are developing you're re-remembering your abilities. Like it's not like your abilities ever left. It's just like imagine you had a skill tree lock on your skills, and the more you learn more about yourself, the skills will come up, and you'll be able to use more of that electrical experience to become more aware to use more skills, if that makes sense. So some people, when you start to, let's say you start to say no to certain things, right? No, I don't like that no more. No, I don't want this in my reality. Some people will give you pushback because that electrical impulse coming from your body is disturbing their electrical impulse. Gratitude, Starcy. We love you. Gratitude so much. It's starting to interrupt theirs. So I tell people all the time, you ever walk to a grocery store and everybody looking at you? It's because your body is emitting a certain type of wave off like a sonar. And your wave is moving at such a fast pace that their natural pace, their normal pace is being disturbed. You get what I'm saying? There's some people who dislike you just because you're around. You get what I'm saying? And it's only because your energy is projected a certain way. And there's some people, when you start, let's say you were always giving out energy a lot. You were giving out gratitude, Starseed. Woo! Thank you for helping reach that goal. Gratitude for you. Gratitude, gratitude. We love you. And we're always grateful for all you do. You're the GOAT. 100%. You're the greatest of all time. But anyway, hold on. Okay, cool. So, as we progress more and more, like I said, you'll start noticing discrepancies. When you start saying no to certain things, some people will give you pushback because you decided to cut off. Like imagine your waves of energy is circling around you in a spiral, right? And some of those spirals would go off to other people. And when you start saying no, it's like closing that spiral off and wrapping it back around you. And as you wrap that around you, people are like, wait a minute, my source of energy is gone. I used to parasite off your shit all the fucking time. Now you can't because I decided to protect my energy and not project it to everybody because you don't deserve this shit right now. And so, or ever again, because some people use naturally cutting. Like, how many people have you cut off this past year? How many people you stopped talking to? How many jobs you cut off? How much bullshit do you take now than you did last year? You notice your tolerance is on -5 right now. Somebody say something off the wall, cut. Somebody give you a cut because you're starting to protect that energy, right? You're protecting that spiral around you. When you say no, no is the responsibility of protecting yourself and your energy. A lot of y'all doing it. A lot of y'all saying no to habits and hobbies and stuff. Some of the habits and hobbies are only temporary because they're just temporary wavelengths. Yeah, a lot of people cutting off a lot of people, and a lot of some people feel lonely, or some people are in solitude. But as they're in solitude right now, it's allowing them to relax. You know, relax and reset their energy. As they reset their energy, it'll get them all set up. You know what I'm saying? To basically filter out shit that don't work no more. How do you protect your energy from vampire people? So if you have to be in a place where you're around a lot of people, the biggest thing is transmutation or transfiguration of energy. If you know these people gonna always be like, man, life is so sad and all this stuff, play some music, right? Or just be like, you know what, life be crazy, or make some jokes, crack some jokes. That's what I do. I'm used to being funny, so I make jokes in order to change the mood. If it's kind of weird, I change the mood. And you could do that too. You just got to find what works. But as you get more in tune with yourself and you're around a lot more people, you'll listen to them and be like, "Ooh, you on that bullshit. Let me just keep you at a distance." You'll start learning how to put people at a distance, who to talk to, who to keep around, who you really fucking with and who you not. And that has allowed me to be more comfortable with myself. Exactly. The more you're by yourself too, when you sit in silence, like no music, nothing, you just sit with yourself and you just close your eyes, right? And you just let your thoughts run. It'll come to a point to where it's just nothingness, where you just like, and when you reach that state, that selfless state, that's your selfless state. When you reach that state, it allows you to tap into yourself to a higher degree. That's why you see all the aliens in most movies. Notice how chill all the aliens are. Hey, how you doing? This most aliens you see in all alien movies be like, "Hello, it's a pleasure to see you. Um, hello, humans. How are you?" You see, it's managing your energy. That's why you don't never see them go crazy. Like, there's some beings who have different emotional states, of course, but in general, you mostly see aliens real chill, like, "Hello, humans. Good to see you. What are you up to?" Type shit. You know what I'm saying? Not robotic, but it's more like I'm so mellow in my energy. If I choose to be in an emotional state, it's because I want to be. Because I do appreciate life. It's a beautiful time to be alive, really. It's like no other time. It is. It like that Paul, yeah, Paul that alien. You know what I'm saying? I awakened tonight. Congratulations. You awaken a lot. Most people think when you awaken, that's all there is to it. There's levels to it. Sometimes you awaken a little bit and thinking you know some shit, and then all of a sudden you get a monkey wrench and you like, damn, I really didn't know nothing. And that's how I am too. Even with all the shit I know, I still don't know nothing. And that allows you to grow too. Because I mean you everything already, but you're remembering. But it allows you to maintain a humble attitude. You know what I'm saying? You don't always have to be humble if you're expressing your energy for certain people. Some people like to be more arrogant. That's their expression of energy. Hey, you do you. But for me, when I realized that even with all the shit I know, I don't know shit, that's what opened up my mind to know that there's so much more out there than what we know. The more you isolate yourself, you can build your energy with nobody trying to tax it. Exactly. That's a big thing. You can filter out energy. So you know how you go to Amazon and you go filter out your products to find exactly what you want? You do that with your energy when you're in isolation. You start to really figure out, all right, well, I don't tolerate this type of behavior no more. If I see any sense of this behavior, you are already off the list. You know what I'm saying? It's like the more you know, the less you know. Yeah, Paul and I need to take a safety break for real. And sometimes you got to give out cosmic fades. See, that's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Starseed. Sometimes you got to give out the cosmic fades because some people be testing your motherfucking gangster. Excuse me. Sometimes they be testing your gangster. So Every so often, if you got to throw a fade, it's all right. It's all right. We don't we listen and don't judge. So if you got to throw a fade or two. We ain't see nothing. We ain't no snitches. But a big portion of this right now is just relaxing. That's why you're relaxing. That's why everybody want to rest and relax right now. It's because you're seeing through the illusion of why do I need to put myself on a hamster wheel to do this bullshit? That's an illusion anyway. Why don't I just be free and live how the fuck I want to? Because they could be free and live how the fuck they want to. I'm living on a free fucking planet. Why am I paying to live on a free planet? That don't make no fucking sense. So you're starting to recalibrate. You're recalibrating your body from carbon to crystalline light so you can get ready for more of your light self. Your light self is multi-dimensional, multi-perception. You know what I'm saying? You're not stuck in one-dimensional, two-dimensional, or three-dimensional thinking. You can see everything all at once. You know what I'm saying? It's like, imagine you looking through binoculars, right? You have a set of binoculars, but then you have 18 other sets of binoculars on top of each other and then on the side of each other, but you can see all of them at the same time. That's how you start to develop more perception of life. You're not just stuck in one way. I tell people all the time, look, some beings will say, well, this is the right way to do something. This is the wrong way to do something. You have to listen to yourself at the end of the day, because how your universe is refracting outwards is literally your refraction. Like how your whole simulation is for you, even though we in the same simulation, that point difference gives you an entire different simulation in mind. Like I said, in certain people's lives, some of the people you see are just there to help you balance your energy or figure out where you want your energy to be. Some of those people are just background characters. Some people are just passing by. Like, imagine getting an energetic quest, right? They just here to give you an energetic quest so you can see yourself like, oh, okay. So this is where, oh, okay, I was fucking up. I got it. I was fucking up here. I got it. I get it. So this is why this person kept coming towards me. This is why they kept treating me like this, because I was treating me like this. Oh, okay, this makes sense. This makes so much sense. And you'll start noticing that. Notice how your group of friends you used to have ain't the same ones you got right now. They were reflecting you. When they say the 5 closest people to you is your reflection, that's so serious. And that means coworkers, that means family members, that means friends. You're seeing a refraction of you. And when you see these people, you're like, damn, so I really was acting like that. So that's how my attitude was towards myself. Shit, I get it now. I was fucking up. And I get it. It's okay. We all fuck up. It's good to say, hey, I fucked up. I was on some shit. It's cool. Hey, I forgive myself. I forgive the people who forgive me, and I fucked up. It's fine. And I accept responsibility for what I did. So I'll go ahead and do what I do. You know what I'm saying? And once you do that too, it clears up electrical stagnancy in your body, and you start to process and do what you got to do. So I get it. I know some beings mad and all that, so I get it. But anyway, I had some of that clear up today. That's what I'm saying. And when you start accepting some of the stuff that you do for yourself and do for yourself, it makes it a smoother process. Instead of being like, oh man, well, this weight thing, I kept talking about my weight. I was like, I'm a beautiful being. I got a beautiful soul. And I had to realize that about myself. It was a subconscious thing. And the more you talk about it, the more it comes to fruition, because your subconscious will relay what you feel to yourself outwards over and over again. So I just said, I keep saying I'm a beautiful soul regardless of weight, but I do want to be healthy too. You know what I'm saying? So I take small steps, and like today, I only had one meal today. That was my step I took today. I was like, okay, I'll just have one meal today. That's all I've had, and water. You know what I'm saying? Just something simple like that. You change your whole entire frequency. Just introduce little stuff. Get out of the dark. TikTok will suspend your live streaming. I'm in light. I'm at Red Rocks. I'm at an event right now, so I'm good. I'm sitting in the light. I deconstructed myself down to nothing. Sometimes you will have to go down to nothingness again to remember your light. Sometimes you'll fall into the darkest dark, which is another form of light, so that you can come up to the light. Sometimes you're in the light and you need to go down. Sometimes you're in the down, need to go up. It just depends on where your energy is at that moment. We show people how to treat us by how we treat us. Exactly. Self-love and acceptance. Yeah. So a lot of people, because of traumas, people accept certain behaviors because they're trauma bonding with that person. Like, you notice how, if you've been abused, I was talking with somebody I know early on this. If you've been abused, as you get older, you'll start to like that abuse because that's what you grew up in. So if you grew up in a chaotic household, when you have peace, it feels like a foreign endeavor to you. And it's the same thing. If you grew up in peace, you want chaos because it's a change from the environment you have. It just depends on how you were raised and what you go through. So that's why you see, like, let's say, for instance, rich kids go into the hood for no reason. They're so used to a certain way of life. They want to be in this certain lifestyle, not knowing the energies that come with it. And then the other people, it's like when you broke, you chase money. When you have money, you chase purpose. But when you chase purpose, you already have the money because the money is the wealth of self and your soul. I know it's a lot. I know I'm talking about a lot of different stuff. It's just I'm covering a lot of bases because they intertwine with each other like a spider web. I tell people everybody has their own version of like a interconnected spider web of things, and you'll be surprised at how much stuff is connected to each other. Sometimes we got to junk the person that everyone told us we were. Exactly. Sometimes people will set up these pre-made templates of who you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to act, what you're supposed to do. You have this, so you got to be like that. Who said that? If we had to do that type of template type of shit, then we wouldn't have free will. We would just be autonomous robots. If we didn't have free will. They try to calcify our pineal gland through the food and liquids as well. Yes, be careful. Now have a blank canvas to create. And that's what a lot of y'all are going through right now. You're starting to realize that the canvas that they set up isn't working for you anymore. So you're basically, imagine tearing a page off a notebook of a pre-created character, and now you're in creation mode and you're trying to, like, what do I want to do now? I'm a creator. I'm a created character. So what do I do? And now you're figuring out what resonates with you. You're figuring out what doesn't. You know, some of the passions you used to have, some of those may have faded away. They're not a passion. They were just a passion for that moment because you just needed that for your energy. Some of y'all have passions that you may have let go of that you can rekindle if it really resonate with you. Some of you can try. I tell people all the time, try new shit. Just try it. It don't even matter what it. Just try it. Just say fuck it. Just do a small version of it first. If you like it, keep going. If you don't, cut it off. The sooner you recognize the signs, the easier it is for you to flow. If you notice you like, damn, I don't fuck with that, bet. Turn it off. Next subject. And as you experience more and more and more and do it like this, you become more aware of yourself, right? How many of you know your sleeping patterns, right? How many of you know when you eat this, you go to sleep? Or you feel tired after you eat a certain food, right? It's just becoming aware of yourself. Once you become more aware of yourself, then whatever you project is going to be amazing for yourself. Try them things you liked as a child, like skating and dancing or singing and painting, even poetry. That's why I tell people, some people like dancing. Like you'll play some music on when you're cleaning, right? And you start dancing. You think you just dancing, you tapping into your inner child. You tapping into your inner child. You remember how you used to do the airplane with your arms and go in a circle? You were tapping into your Taurus field. There's a field around you that moves exactly like that. And your childlike state knew that already. How do we project? You project however you want to. Your projection is what you create. If you go into creator mode, so think of it like you playing Minecraft. You ever seen that game Minecraft? When they go into creator mode, they can move everywhere they want to go. They create what they want. That's what you in right now. You in creator mode. So now you got a new template to design whatever you want to. How do you want to design your soul? Your higher self leaves you breadcrumbs and signals like, hey, if you do this, this might help in that process. Hey, this is pretty good too. You could remember more if you do this certain thing. You get what I'm saying? Some of y'all like singing, like you sing in the car all the time. Why don't you write you a song? You get what I'm saying? Just have intentions to express on how you want to. It's expressing your energy and the expression that resonates with you. Hey, what's up, Sanj? Grand to see you. You know what I'm saying? You can meditate, right? You can meditate washing dishes. You can meditate washing clothes, cooking. You know what I'm saying? Some people just don't like sitting down meditating in one spot. That's a great way to meditate. It's not the only way. You know what I'm saying? Dirt bike it. You see what I'm saying? Look into your childhood state. I tell this your homework assignment. Just remember stuff you used to do as a child and see if anything rekindles to you. If it doesn't rekindle to you, try something new. Whatever it is, just try one new thing and try it. If you like it, then try it 6 more days. And if you did it for a week, try it for another week and then do it for another week. And then just go from there. Just like how you go to the gym. When you first go to the gym, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. But as you go more and more, you like it. You know what I'm saying? For some people, I don't like the gym. I ain't even gonna sit here and hold you. But I do like training. I like doing Tai Chi, I like doing martial arts. So I do that. That's my form of meditation. That's what I like to do. Coloring and painting. You get what I'm saying? Some of y'all like gardening. Some of y'all like, cleaning. Some people like cleaning. You know what I'm saying? If you like cleaning, come to my house. I need a couple things done real quick. Certain songs give you energy as well. Yeah, you just gotta be mindful what frequencies you're taking in. That's all. Just gotta be safe, man. Diamond art is a great one. Yeah, y'all should go to. If you can't do a wine and paint, get you. If you can't go to the wine and paint, do a wine and paint at your house. Call a couple people you like. If you got a couple people you fuck with, have them at your house. Have a glass of wine. Play some music. Put a candle up, and y'all get those little sketch boards, and y'all do it at home. Y'all put a little object up and paint it yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can do whatever you want to. Just learn. Just be in your creator mode. You right now. You got a template to choose how you want your template. And even me, I'm in the process of transitioning to something new too. Yeah, much love to you too. I've been into gardening, growing mangoes, helping Mother Earth, and feeding humanity. That's what I'm saying. Whatever brings joy and just authenticity to your soul, how you can express your energy, that's honestly that gets you into a flow state just by itself. Whatever it is, you can put yourself in a flow state not just by sitting and meditating. Meditation is always going to be top notch and breathing. But you know what I'm saying? You can do other stuff too. You just got to find what works best for you. That's pretty much it. I know I was talking about a lot of stuff today, y'all, but I know my group of people about to come down. For some of y'all who don't know, I'm at Red Rocks. Red Rocks is an amphitheater. Hold on, let me show you. Red Rocks is an amphitheater. I don't know if y'all can see it over there. Red Rocks is an amphitheater where they have a bunch of concerts and stuff. I'm technically at work. I'm in the spaceship. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the spaceship. So I'm about to be flying off in a minute. You know what I'm saying? And I know they finna come down in a few. So I got to get ready to get all this stuff going and moving. I got to turn the lights on and everything. My friend just posted a party bus from. That's funny. I know I'm in a party bus. That's funny. I'm in the party. Hold on. Let me show you. Let's see. I'm in a party bus right now. It's beautiful. But yeah, I gotta go get my people today, man. If y'all haven't, go follow my YouTube, VIA Energy Healing. It's in my bio, but it's the same name as my YouTube profile. But yeah. Yeah, if y'all notice, you know what I'm saying? You have the vets part bus, I do. Also, they're gonna take the whole van up. Yeah, please save this. Oh yeah, I'll post it on YouTube. I'll post this one on YouTube. Much love to you in Alberta. Forgive it. Forgive the biz who forgive me. Love y'all. I'm finna head off, But I hope y'all learned something today. Just take y'all time today, bro. Just remember you're in creator mode now. So how you create now is up to you. Just you're in creator mode. So what you gonna do? So hey, you got a fresh template every day you wake up. That's a fresh template to create who you want to. Even if it's small steps, just do what you want to do. I am live, but I'm about to hop off. I'm technically at work, and then my people are coming down. But I'm gonna see y'all soon. I'll probably be on maybe tomorrow because I'm off tomorrow. So I don't know if I'll have the poll in the back. If I do, then I'll do a dance for y'all. But that's $7.99, and y'all gonna have to throw some dollars because this shit ain't free. Hey, it's good to see you, Meg. I'm gonna hit you in a few, but y'all be safe, man. I see y'all soon. I got to go.